At what point should someone start to consider bankruptcy? Allie wants to know on Twitter. Allie, you ever seen the list of 10 things that if 3 or 4 of them happen to you in a short period of time, the likelihood is you're going to be in the hospital? Divorce, bankruptcy, loss of a parent, a child, a spouse. Your home burns, your home is flooded. Major catastrophe tragedies in your life. If 2 or 3 of those hit in a short period of time and you end up in the hospital with stress, most people do. It affects you physically because it's so extreme. Bankruptcy is on that list. In other words, it is not something to be considered lightly. And so I put it in, for instance, in the same category of a divorce. When would you file for divorce? After you've tried everything else. And you've tried so many things that you know that there's nothing else to try, and that there's no scenario, the current circumstances in which we make it. Not, I'm kind of pissed at you and I'm going to file divorce. That's not what we do. We don't get mad and have a fight and file for divorce. Most people don't. They shouldn't. So, here's the thing. IRS and student loans are not bankruptable. Your secured debt, your home, your cars, anything else that has a lien against it, like boats or whatever, the only way you keep those items is if you reaffirm the debt. So if you file bankruptcy and keep all your cars and everything, and your house, and you've got student loan debt, you just kept all the debt. I mean, that doesn't make any sense at all. And a lot of people do that just to get rid of $6,000 worth of credit card debt. But then they turn around, keep their car, keep their house, and they get the student loan. They still got the IRS hovering over their head. And so because people freak out and they think if they hide in a bankruptcy that it's going to help them. Now, sometimes there's times you get backed into a corner, and I'm not going to yell at you for filing bankruptcy. But I got to tell you, the number of times I have told someone at 57 years old that they should file for divorce is almost zero. Somebody beating the snot out of her, fine. Now, I've had people tell me they were filing for divorce, and it was a really messy, junky, horrible, gunky situation, and I understand, and I'm not mad at them, but I'm not going to tell them to do that. I don't want them later on going, Dave Ramsey told me. My friend Dave told me. And the same thing's true about bankruptcy. So, at what point should someone file bankruptcy? After you've done everything else and then some. And then some. And then some. A lot of times people have bad debts that are piled up that they're not even paying on. And they go file bankruptcy. Well, why? You're not paying on them. Not paying on them is not paying on them. Why don't you just not pay on them for a while more and see what turns up around the corner? So, it's right there with divorce. It's the last thing you do after you've done everything else to turn it around.
Hey guys, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, click the subscribe button to get the latest content and check out these other great clips from the show.